Well, children, happy Sunday to you. It's afternoon. Not every Sunday, very seldom now do I get a Sunday where I can be out here by myself. I beat everybody home because I came home with Grayson, because everybody else has plans. And Sunday is the only day that I can really kind of get some time to myself where I'm not extremely tired because I've slept in the morning. So I feel pretty good. Thank God for that. I thank God for Sundays. I work a little bit in the morning. I teach the youth class, but then it's a day of rest, even though I do videos and I work in the sound booth. But I'm not out busting my hump in the workforce on a Sunday. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody has survived Thanksgiving. This is the last day of November. So December, the best month of the year. Tomorrow, my birthday coming up. Then, of course, you get. Now, again this year, I started my own tradition. I'm going to do it again this year. It's going to be Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day, and then New Year's Eve. I don't know what I would do. Should I make a New Year's Eve? I'll think about it. Got to have something to do for those days, though. But anyway, this is January the 19th in the Daily Wisdom for Men Devotional from 2017. It's called Service with a Smile. Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 10 says, "Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with your might." And it means godly things, not evil things like stealing or fighting. Don't do that. I mean, if you got to defend yourself, then yeah, do it with all your might. But you get the picture, I think. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 9. Let's read the first 10 verses for some foundation, then we'll get into this thing and I'll let you guys go. A common fate. Solomon says in chapter 9 of Ecclesiastes, verse 1, "For I considered all this in my heart, so that I could declare it all, that the deeds of the righteous and the wise are in the hand of God. No man knows whether love or hate awaits them. Both are before him. The same fate comes to all. There is one fate for the righteous and the wicked, for the good and the evil, for the clean and the unclean, for him who sacrifices and him who does not sacrifice. As is the good, so is the sinner, he who takes an oath, and he who fears an oath. And this is an evil in all that is done under the sun, that the same event happens to all. Truly the hearts of the sons of men are filled with evil, and folly is in their hearts while they have life. And after that they go to the dead. But for him who is joined to all the living, there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. The living know that they will die, but the dead know nothing. They have no more reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. What they loved, hated, and envied has already perished, and there is no reward for them from long ago in everything that is done under the sun. Go and eat your food with gladness, and drink your wine with a pleasant heart, for God is already pleased with your deeds. At all times may your clothing be white, and let not oil ever lack on your head. Enjoy life with the wife whom you love all the days of your vain life, which he has given you under the sun, because that is your reward in life and in your toil, because you have labored under the sun. Whatever your hands find to do, do with your strength, or do with all your might. For there is no work or planning or knowledge of wisdom in Sheol." That would be hell. The place where you are going. Now God's people went to Abraham's bosom, but I'll not get into that. Service with a smile. The author says, "The business world has appropriated many Christian principles simply because it knows that giving excellent customer service is good for its bottom line. That's why businesses use Bible principles in slogans such as 'We're not satisfied until you are,' and 'We go the extra mile.' Jesus was the one who said, 'Whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him 2. Matthew 5:41 in the New King James. Yet it sometimes seems like commerce has grasped the value of this principle better than Christians. In Paul's day, there were many slaves in the Roman Empire, and he gave them the following advice when doing their work. Now, in modern day, if a person's not a slave, like a trafficked sex slave, for example, it would be probably more modern to say employees instead of slaves, or servants rather. Like you don't call a maid a slave, you call her a servant. In Colossians 3:22 and 23 in the NIV, it says, "Obey your earthly masters in everything and do it, not only when their eye is on you and to curry their favor, but with sincerity of heart and reverence for the Lord. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters or human bosses." I'm adding that part. This is excellent advice for Christian employees today as well. Do an honest day's work for an honest day's pay, and do it cheerfully. You may work for a business that prides itself in excellent service, in fact, service with a smile. They may even advise you to smile all the time. The message they want you to send to your customers is that this isn't just a sale, but that you genuinely care about them. These are Christian principles, so you should not only practice them while on the job, but in your personal life as well. And I agree, and I say God's people need to be the happiest people on earth. We don't need to go around looking like we've been baptized in pickle juice. But some Christians are doing that, and I think it's wrong. But I know that people go through trauma and hardships. They need to be healed. They need to be delivered. But so many people just continue to walk wounded without pursuing the healing that God can provide for them. And to me, that's tragic. It's very sad. So hopefully you're not one of those people. God can heal you. God can deliver you. He can turn the frown upside down. And yes, I'm a poet, and I do know it. God bless you guys. Thank you for tuning into this daily Wisdom for Men devotional from 2017. Check your 3-piece, and I'll see you in the next video.